Hi there, in this video we're going to learn how to engage your glutes, and if you're a runner that will help you to offload your quads and hip flexors and to feel a lot less tension or pain in your lower back after your run. So keep watching and let's dive in. Step ups are a great way to engage your glutes, and what I like about the step ups as well is that it's a proprioception and body mechanics of transitioning your body weight from one foot to another. So let's bring the hands onto your hips and let's bring your right foot on the surface that you're going to step up onto. So right away you want to feel that your hips are nice and leveled. You're not hiking that hip up. So you want to make sure your waistline stays long. Take a breath in. With the exhale, you want to keep light onto your toes, lean a little bit forward, push into the heel, press the box down to the floor, and extend the opposite hip. Start bending the knee, and with control, bring the weight back. So lean forward, pull the abs, push into the heel, squeezing your glute. Good. And bring the free leg to the back, and with control, go down. Okay, so you want to feel that you pull the abs before you move to support the stability through the pelvis, and extend the leg first to find the balance when you go back down. Okay, one more time, lift and bend the knee, bring it back down. If it's too easy, you have a great balance, you can challenge yourself right here. So let's shift your weight forward, push into the heel, squeeze your bum, lift the opposite knee up, and extend this leg, squeezing into the glute, and slowly bring it back. Lean forward, pull the abs, push into the heel, hold your balance, and now extend that free leg. Good, bend the knee and come down. Glute bridge. So you want to start with a neutral spine. There is a little bit of space under your lower back. Arms are by your sides, nice and open through the chest. Let's take a breath in through the nose. And with the exhale, pull the abdominals in. Good. Push through the heels and squeeze into the glutes to lift the hips. So it's a hip hinge as you lift. And you want to fold from the hips, keeping the tight through the core to release it down. Exhale, push into the heels, lift your bum. And inhale, keep neutral spine as you bring it back. We're going to do just a few more repetitions. Lift with the exhale. Inhale, fold like a book from the hips. And let's go up for 3. Inhale, watch that your knees staying parallel, looking over the big toes as you come up. Good, one more time. Exhale to lift, and inhale, go back down. Good, so a little modification here is to use the band, and we can target a little bit more of those deeper glute muscles into the glute med to add a little bit external rotation through the legs. So you want to bring the band just outside of your knees, pull it up, roll all the way back, get nice and parallel through the legs. You don't want to have a lot of resistance to start, just to feel just slight. Knees are parallel, take a breath in. With the exhale, you want to push just a little bit, find the resistance, connect your abs, and squeeze your bum. Good, to lift up. And you can add a little pulses here. Keep tight through the core, so core supporting from the front, glutes from the back. And let's press out for 6, 5, squeezing into your bum, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just leave a little bit of resistance there. And again, stick your tailbone out, relax your bum to bring it back down. And let's do a couple more reps. So exhale, pull the core, use your glutes to lift, and keeping the hips up, push. Press, think of your knees are spreading apart. 3 more, 3, and 2. Abs are staying pulled in. 1, good, and fold, hinge back down. One more time. Exhale, lift your hips up. Good, and push, knees apart. So I want to feel the resistance from the band, keeping the hips lifted. Good. 3 more. Exhale, push. Inhale, let the knees come in. bring the pelvis all the way down. So clamshells is another great exercise to activate your glute muscles. And there are a lot of variations, adding the resistance and with the rotation of the hip to target a little bit different layers of the glute muscles. So we're going to lie on your side for this one and bring the bottom arm to support your head. Feel that you're not holding any tension in your neck or shoulders. Good, so your knees are slightly bent and in front of the hips. Okay, so what I like to do, I like to bring the top hand and wrap around your rib cage. So you feel that there is a little bit of space here. So that means your spine is staying in the neutral position and you're not collapsing it down. Okay, so pick up that bottom rib a little bit and give yourself a nice hug. Okay, so we're going to keep the heels together, take a breath in, and with the exhale, we're going to squeeze the heels and pull the top knee up to the ceiling, and inhale, bring it back down. Exhale, tighten through the core, make sure you're still having the space at the bottom, and inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, heels stay together. Think of the knee comes up, but the top hip stay facing forward. And inhale, bring it back. Exhale, really feel that working through the top hip. And bring it back down. Okay? Good. Open. Staying squared with the pelvis. And bring it in one more time. Squeeze the heels. Squeeze your bum. Stay squared with the pelvis. And bring it back down. Okay. So from here, we're going to extend the leg. Feel that your ankle is in line with the hip. And you can keep the hand on the top hip and bend the knee, fold the knee in front of you. And with the exhale, extend it back. So you go a little bit over the midline. So bend the knee, pull it in. Exhale, tighten through the core. Make sure your bottom legs stay nice and heavy. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, keep the leg lifted so it stays parallel to the floor. Tighten your abs. Good. Watch that you're not stretching your lower back here. So you want to pull the abs to support your lower spine. Good. And squeeze your glute on that extension. Keep those ribs together. Good. Couple more times. Push the heel back. Reach the leg nice and long. Pull in. Squeeze your bum. Good. Extend. Keep your core tight. And one more. Push back. Keep the leg lifted. Good. Bring it back to midline. And this time we're going to add a little bit of internal, external rotation through the top hip. So we're going to bring the leg forward, toes down to the floor. So think of your spiraling the thigh inwards. And with the exhale, we're going to lift, spiral the thigh out. Toes are pointing up. Try to tap to the floor. Good. Up. So you're kind of drawing the nice rainbow with the big toe. And spiral. Squeeze your bum so pelvis stays squared. Up and over. Internally rotate. And externally rotate. Good. Up and over. Tap. And lift. You really feel the hip is working. Your glute is working. Glute max, glute med, all those glute med, all those muscles are working here. Nice complex movement. And go back. Keep your core tight to support the lower spine. And one more time. Go back. Lift, bring it to the center, bend the knee, and come all the way down. A little variation with the band. Still the same position. Hug your ribs from the bottom. Feel that you're in neutral spine. You can just pull the band. Feel that the top leg is parallel to the floor and bring it down. Okay? So your knee and your ankle travel as one and bring it back in. So pull. Feel that resistance. You're still working from the hip. And bring it back down. Get tighten through the core, squeeze your glute, and bring it back in. Good. So we can add some isometrics here. So you're going to find the resistance on the band. Keep your ankle and foot on the same spot. Think of you pulling the knee to the ceiling, pressing into the band to push, rotating the hip. So again, you're rotating from the glute muscle here and bring it to parallel. Keep that resistance on the band all the time. Good. So your pelvis stays square just a tiny bit. It's not a lot of movement here. Pull and bring it to parallel. Pull. Really feel that burn here in the glute. Good. And bring it all the way down to close the knees. So this exercise is called a heel squeeze, and it's done into the prone position or on your stomach down. It's great because you can feel the alignment of your pelvis, and if you're using your abs to support your lower back during the hip extension. So we're going to lie on your stomach. Bring the hands under your forehead, elbows are wide, chest is down. Squeeze your shoulder blades a little bit and draw the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to keep the knees about hip distance apart and bring the heels to touch. So your feet are in the first position, heels together, toes apart. You want to feel you're pulling the abdominals a little bit away from the floor for this one to support your lower back and activating the core. Take a breath in. With the exhale, you're going to squeeze the heels, squeeze your bum, try to hover the knees a little bit off the floor, and inhale, release it down. Exhale, squeeze, pull the abdominals in, support your lower back, and inhale to relax. Exhale, squeeze the heels, and the heels are really having a good connection to your glutes here, and inhale, bring it down. A little bonus for you. A little bit more challenge if you need to. We're going to exhale, squeeze the heels, hover the knees, keep the knees lifted. We're going to stretch the legs out and tap the heels. Reconnect, stretch, keep those legs lifted, keep squeezing your bum, keep drawing the abdominals inwards, and tap. For 3, a little bit more hamstring work here, 2, and last one, stretch. Tap the heels and lower all the way down. If you feel you have a little bit of tension in your lower back during this exercise, you want to change your pelvis position. So you can grab a small cushion and bring it underneath your tummy in that prone position on your stomach. So you want to bring the cushion. Bring your lower belly onto it, so your pelvis a little bit tucked, so you're lifting the abs a little bit away from the floor, and you're feeling that your pubic bone is touching the mat. So let's try in this position and see what happens. So we're going to bend the knees, bring the heels to touch, and with the exhale, same movement, so pulling the abs in, squeezing the heels, hovering the knees up, and releasing back. Just because of pelvis change a little bit into the posterior tilt, a little tuck position, you see that I can't lift the knees as high as it did before, but it really helps to support your lower back here. Feet up and bring it back down. So squeeze, hover, still using those glutes though, and bring it back in.